Hello, welcome everybody to your podcast Wine Roots. For this 10th episode, we will have a super special guest that is gonna be you guys and myself. This is gonna be like a private meeting gather between me and you. I hope you like it. Well, honestly, this episode, it's recording currently in a special occasion. We are in the middle of harvest and long harvest for Sonoma Valley and Napa Valley. We knew it was coming because this year we got a lot of rain in the winter. The summer was not that long as usual, and also right now it's gonna be November next week, and we having mornings that are 56 degrees Fahrenheit, and the average dailies are around 67, 68, 69. So it's pretty cold for this time of the year in California. Overall, I think this is good for agriculture and for California because we were coming from several droughts years. I remember since 2019, growers and farmers were struggling with water, and thanks God this year we got plenty of water. I know this make harvest a little bit more stressful, but this is one of the learnings that I got from this season, especially that as a grower, as a person who works with the vines, with the nature, there's so many factors that we can't control, and one of those is like nature, and it can be stressful. It can be stressful because we want to have everything perfect. We work the whole year since January when we start pruning. We have in our minds that this pruning has to be in a specific way in order to get the yield and the quality that we're looking forward to get in the grapes. And even though we know we're putting all this work in for harvest, when harvest gets here, it's crazy. You see a lot of stress, a lot of last minute changing. It's like a friend for work teach me this expression. It's like game time decision every day, because it's hard to control, right? And I think if you put this learning or philosophy, however you want to see it, in your life, in a lot of situations may apply. There's always things that you can control, but there's also a lot of things that you can't control, and you have to be aware of those. Also, when you, like, as a grower, as a person who's like involved in the cycle of wine growing, it's beautiful how everything comes up to harvest. It really reminds me when I was playing soccer that all your training, all the pre-season work, all the behind work that you do before the game is gonna show up at the moment of the game. And if you're moving forward in the tournament, going to the final, all the work, everything that you put in since days one of the season, even more before day one of the season, all the work that you put in is going to be the result you're going to have on the field. So again, as an athlete or as a farmer or in every situation that you want to put this on your life, all the little work that you're putting in is going to pop out. It's going to be a factor. It's going to play a difference, a huge difference on that output. Again, there's things you can control, and there always gonna be those. But if you make sure everything that is on your control, it's good, you're good. Then there's nothing on your side that you can do. And now, with this time that this long harvest, I've been noticed sometimes there's a lot of stress situation with the winery, with growers, with the fruit yields, that wineries leaving tanks empty, and then crews that like they go out to the field to do a harvest, and they didn't finish it because of the weather, because it was too wet, because it was dangerous. And now wineries, they're putting tanks left or behind because they didn't get that fruit, and then scheduling harvest machines, harvest crews, and then sending crews to another ranch. And there's a lot of moving parts in this industry, and I feel like now that I'm looking how this works, it's amazing. I feel like now I already did it, but now when I open a bottle of wine, it's gonna be more things to be grateful of, because for me wine, it's important, but it's not like the main thing. I know, like, if we follow in this cycle, it's gonna end, right? Like, all the cycles have an end. When it ends, I know it's gonna be December, it's gonna be winter, Christmas, holidays. I know for sure that I'm gonna be surrounded by people I love. I'm gonna be surrounded by my close friends. I'm gonna be surrounded with a good company. I'm gonna be drinking a bottle of wine. You know what? A glass of wine. A bottle is gonna be too much. I'm gonna be a little bit drunk if I drink a whole bottle. Probably a couple glasses of wine. And I'm gonna be having amazing meals with my family. So it's part of it. I need to put the work in right now. I need to get my work done. I need to make sure harvest is running perfectly. But it's a cycle. I would love in the future to write a book about the vine philosophy that actually rims, like, vine rims, like it rims with life. So the vine philosophy, because I can't stop talking about how wise the vines are. In January, like, vines are sleeping, right? They're chilling, don't put a lot of work in, it's cold, they're saving energy, and the farmer or the grower has to go outside to cut, to hurt the vine, to make a cut from the old cane to leave a spur. So you're cutting the vine in order to get that fruit, because you know the vine is capable of producing that quality fruit, but in order to get that quality, you gotta cut, you gotta hurt, you gotta put the work in. If you want to grow big in the gym, you gotta lift hella weights, you gotta pump it up. That's the only way to grow and have quality. So you go cut the vine. After you cut the vine, springtime, right? It's like a Sunday morning for the vines. They start like waking up, slow, taking their time, relieving all that energy out. And then spring, beginning of summer, boom, everything is green. You see the shoots, you see the flower, you see the leaves, everything is perfect, everything's alive, you can feel the vitality of the vineyard. And then summer, you see, boom, huge growth. They're getting all the sunlight, they're showing up, you see like big shoots, you see the cluster formation. And then probably late summer, beginning of August, variation. You start seeing all that color changing, getting the sugars, getting ready. Like the last they're getting fancy. You know, it's like the big event. Harvest is the big event for the vines, so they're getting fancy. They're getting the shower, they're getting the leafing, the haircut, getting ready for that dance on harvest. And then right now, harvest, craziness. They just giving us these clusters, this fruit that is gonna be transformed into wine. So then after harvest, after dancing, you know what? They go to bed. They know they did a great work. They produce good fruit, and now it's time to chill, to relax, and to enjoy life. So if you put it like in perspective, it's not about life. You just gotta pay the price. You just gotta put the work in. You gotta be patient, a lot of patience for sure. So yeah, if I keep talking about it, I will spoil my whole book. So wait for it. And other thing that I want to share with you guys is that, well, 3 points I would say. I would like for you guys to get the ideas, the personal ideas about this podcast, but for sure, be patient. Also, make sure the things you can control, do it right. Control the things that you can, and the things that you can't, just adapt. Don't get frustrated. Keep moving. And I'm looking forward. I mean, we haven't finished harvest yet, but I know the cycle will repeat. I know nature is wise. I know God created everything perfect, and I'm ready for the next cycle. I'm ready for December. Low key, I'm ready to finish harvest. I'm enjoying it for sure. But you know, there's a lot of moving parts. That it's crazy. Like this side of the industry, of the wine industry that I've been involved, this harvest it's amazing. It's amazing. You see all the equipment, all the moving parts, all the people involved in order so you can get a bottle of wine. Wow, it's amazing. It's a luxury, so enjoy it, share it, and drink it and live it. Bye guys, love you.